Is that not one of the most beautiful pieces of handiwork by Mother Nature you have ever seen? That is a mold that goes into a beehive, and the farmer forgot to put in the frame for it. So the bees just naturally created this piece of artwork, and it is absolutely beautiful. Good morning. It is Monday edition of Have You Heard? And it is an incredible fall day outside here in the Red River Valley. And we have a little bit of quick news for you. Remember, Monday, Wednesday, we do a short version for you. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have great interview stories and shows for you. And looking forward to bringing you that again tomorrow, hopefully with my co-companion, Veronica Michael, as she is off busy doing some hemp producing or processing or something like that today. Wow, a great weekend. Lots of work done on both of our hemp areas, and we are excited. Today, we have, of course, quite an interesting news story for you that's going on, and it's about the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Agency, and what they seem to want to be doing for us. They want to be putting their thumbprint on the hemp industry, and somebody is fighting back. And we appreciate that. Two groups, the Hemp Industries Association and RE Botanicals, a hemp product manufacturer out of South Carolina, have now filed suit against the DEA and the U.S. Court of Appeals out in the District of Columbia. And here's what's going on. Let's give you what the DEA did, and then we'll bring you the lawsuit. The DEA earlier this month, said that when you bring hemp into a processing facility or your own processing facility, at no time can the amount of THC in the hemp product be over zero point 0.3. If it is, it's illegal, and they can do their nasties. Well, we all know that at different times in the hemp processing, whether you're extracting it, whether you are doing any kind of different things for it, if you're doing it the washing machine way and bringing all the trichomes together, if you are doing any kind of a concentration, even though a couple of steps later, it's going to be back down to where it's probably way less than 0.3. If at any time during the process it goes above the line, you are breaking the law and it's illegal, and they can come in and they can treat it as though you are a nasty, nasty drug dealer. And that, of course, is putting a lot of hemp farmers who are hemp processors who feel that they are law abiding citizens and not in the drug business at risk. And a lot of farmers, processors, aren't just little backyard people that, their whole business is this business. So if the DEA took it, they just start following the Grateful Dead around and sell t-shirts. These are people that have other businesses and other interests and other things that the way the law works, the DEA could latch on to and they could put at risk. So this is a very serious thing. So now people are starting to come back and file lawsuits and briefs. And the first big attempt at this is with the Hemp Industries Association and RE Botanicals. We thank them for this. So what they're basically saying is, look, you can't do that. When you're extracting hemp, CBD from hemp and other cannabinoids, there's going to be a time that it's going to get concentrated and it's going to go over that. And you just can't do that. Now, of course, the other philosophy says, oh, they're just never going to come. They're not going to do that. This is just their way of having control and everything like that. But Congress passed this bill in 2018 that we're all living on, and it explicitly carved hemp and all the derivatives of that out of the Controlled Substances Act so that we're regulated as an agriculture commodity. We're separate. We're done. We should be out of that. The DEA's interim final rule could now change that. It could create substantial barriers to the legal manufacturing of hemp derived products. And that, of course, it's going to be in the supply chain somewhere along the way, and it's going to risk big money jumping into our industry. We don't want that. So we say the people that are doing this fight now are saying that the DEA is overstepping its rulemaking several ways. They inserted themselves into the lab testing directives. They're saying that every test now has to be done in a DEA approved lab. That was not the deal. Why are they making the calls in conjunction with respect to state ag departments? The state ag department in my state, Minnesota, was, and I believe is, doing things just fine. They are actually even saying specific names. Excuse me. They're saying Timothy Shea, the DEA administrator, issued the rule without following his own rules of giving hemp industry stakeholders notification. They didn't follow the rulemaking procedures, such as providing public notice, opportunity for comment. There's all these things that you go through. We're going through it with cruise ships right now on the other side of one of my industries. The cruise ship industry had a whole bunch of window to file documents on why or why not cruising should start in the United States. And they got like thousands and thousands of comments as to why it should or should not start based on what's going on in the world right now. So here they created all these laws. They didn't allow, the USDA did it. They created the laws. They allowed states to craft their own rules. And as long as they got the USDA stamp of approval, Minnesota kind of calved itself off and made its own set of rules. Other states did that too. Colorado submitted its plan in June, and it pushed for less rules than the USDA wanted, and they got that approved. So the states were doing it by state. It all worked fine. All of a sudden, here along comes this DEA ruling that is just too much of a thumbprint. And now companies, of course, they had to take a little time, get their lawyers going, do the fine print, do it, but the fight is back on. So the question is, how do you feel about that? Please let us know if you're on YouTube. Let us know down in the comments. If you're on Facebook, make your things. If you're following us on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel, and please hit that bell so you'll get notified when we're on. We're on 4 days a week now. Tomorrow we'll have a great interview show for you, as we will also on Thursday. If you follow us on Facebook, thank you. We love you. But please also follow us on YouTube. It's really important that anybody that sees us on Facebook, if you will please go and find us, Chat CANNA, on YouTube, and like us over there and watch us over there if you can. It's really valuable to us. We need to get count of people over there. It will really help us. It will help us in the future, and you'll see why as the months go on. My name is John Reitmeyer. This is Chat CANNA. That's our Monday show. We always do a little quickie to bring you some news on Monday. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate your time, as we always do. And as I said, always want to see you on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We think we bring you some good and interesting news about the hemp industry. In the meantime, if you're not in the hemp business, get out and enjoy this fall weather. It's just not going to get any nicer than it's going to be these days coming up here. See y'all tomorrow.